The airline clerk informed me my reservation had been mysteriously deleted. I watched my family disappear down the Jetway, none of them turning around. Hours later, my sister sent a message. Maybe now you'll understand where you stand. My response was simple. Thanks for the clarity. You'll understand your position soon enough. Standing at the check-in counter at JFK, I watched the airline clerk's face shift from professional courtesy to confused concern. I'm sorry, Mr. Chen, but your reservation has been canceled. It shows here that it was removed from the booking yesterday at 3 p.m. My heart dropped. I pulled out my phone to show her my confirmation email, but she shook her head sympathetically. Someone with access to the reservation deleted your ticket. The rest of your party has already checked in. Through the terminal windows, I could see my parents, my two sisters, and my brother already walking toward the gate for our family trip to Aspen, a Christmas vacation we planned for months. I called my mother's phone. It rang once and went to voicemail. I called my father. Same thing, my brother, my sisters. Every single one of them sent me straight to voicemail. I stood there watching them disappear down the Jetway. None of them turning around. None of them waiting. None of them even pretending to care that I wasn't with them. They boarded that plane knowing exactly what they'd done. Hours later, sitting alone in my apartment, my phone buzzed. My sister Rachel had sent a message. Maybe now you'll understand where you stand. You've never really been one of us anyway. The words hit like a slap, but they also crystallized something I'd been denying for years. My response was simple. Thanks for the clarity. You'll understand your position soon enough. What my family didn't know, what they'd never bothered to learn, was that I'd handled every single booking for this trip. My brother had suggested the cabin rental in Aspen. My parents had chosen the dates, but I was the one who actually made it happen. I'd spent weeks coordinating the 3-bedroom luxury cabin, the rental cars, the ski passes, the restaurant reservations, and I'd done what I always did. I put it all on the family joint account that I managed and funded. See, my role in the family had always been the same. The reliable one, the problem solver, the person who handled logistics while everyone else just showed up and enjoyed themselves. I was the one who organized every family vacation, every holiday dinner, every reunion. I paid for things upfront and collected money later, except later rarely came. My family had a convenient habit of forgetting to reimburse me. My response to being excluded was methodical and immediate. First, I logged into the joint account, the one I'd opened and funded, and transferred every penny to my personal account. $12,000 gone in seconds. Then I removed my PayPal as the backup payment method for the cabin rental. The rental had been booked with a 50% deposit, with the remaining $3,500 due upon check-in. That remaining balance was set to auto-charge the joint account, but now there was no money in that account and no backup payment method. The consequence came swiftly. On December 23rd, when my family arrived at the cabin after their flight, the property management company refused them entry. The final payment had failed, and without it, they had no reservation. My phone exploded with messages, frantic calls from my mother, angry texts from my father demanding I fix this immediately. My brother called me a saboteur. Rachel sent a string of insults so vicious I didn't bother reading past the first one. I responded to exactly none of them. They deleted my ticket and boarded that plane without a second thought. Now they were standing in the snow outside a locked cabin with nowhere to stay during peak holiday season in Aspen, where every hotel was booked solid. I never received an apology, not one. What I received instead was blame. My mother told extended family I'd stolen family money. My father said I'd deliberately sabotaged their vacation out of jealousy. Rachel posted on social media about toxic family members who punish everyone over small misunderstandings, painting herself as a victim. My brother sent a formal email demanding I reimburse them for the emergency hotel. They'd had to book at 3 times the normal rate. They'd spent their Christmas in a cramped 2-star motel 40 minutes from the ski resort, and somehow in their minds, I was the villain. The family's public reaction was predictably one-sided. They told everyone who would listen that I was unstable, vindictive, and had destroyed Christmas over being dramatic. They conveniently omitted the part where they deliberately canceled my ticket and abandoned me at the airport. They never mentioned the years of unpaid loans or the thousands of dollars I'd fronted for family events. The narrative they sold was simple. Ungrateful son ruins family vacation. What I did after the conflict was liberating. I blocked every single one of them on every platform. I closed the joint account permanently. I started therapy to process decades of being the family servant, and I spent Christmas alone for the first time in my life, quietly, peacefully, without managing anyone else's expectations or logistics. My parents attempted to contact me through cousins and family friends, but never to apologize, only to demand I stop this childish behavior and think about family. I thought about family plenty. I thought about how they'd never once thought about me. 2 years later, I've built a life surrounded by people who actually see me, who wouldn't dream of leaving me stranded at an airport, who understand that love isn't conditional on usefulness. My family still doesn't understand what they did wrong, and I no longer care whether they ever do.